Did you know that according to data from the SEMrush traffic analytics tool as of May 2021, porn sites received more traffic in the US than Twitter, Instagram, Netflix, Pinterest, and LinkedIn combined? This statistic is very troubling and in part can explain why porn has an overall negative effect on individuals, relationships, and society. Today we will discuss how porn leads to sexual aggression, negative self-image, and how there's a thin line between porn and sex trafficking. Much of the information I'm going to share with you today came from Sage Journal's FightTheNewDrug.org, FightToEndExploitation.org, EndSlaveryNow.org, and RewardFoundation.org. A 2015 meta-analysis of 22 studies from 7 countries found that internationally, the consumption of pornography was significantly associated with increases in sexual aggression, both verbally and physically, among males and females alike. A study analyzing videos from Pornhub and Xvideos found that 97% of the targets of violence and/or aggression were women. It can also distort relationships with others and normalizes unhealthy and dangerous behaviors. According to Fight the New Drug, research has stated that porn consumers who engage and watch more consistently are more likely to express an intent to rape, less likely to intervene during a sexual assault, more likely to victim blame survivors of sexual assault, more likely to support violence against women, more likely to forge sex without consent, more likely to commit actual acts of sexual violence, and more willing to purchase sex. Prior reviews and meta-analyses have shown consistent links between pornography use and lower sexual satisfaction, greater sexual aggression, greater sexual objectification, greater levels of infidelity, and greater relationship instability. In many cases, these associations are longitudinal, with pornography use at the baseline predicting greater levels of problematic outcomes over time. Moreover, various research studies have suggested that adolescents who use pornography have lower degrees of social integration, increasing conduct problems, higher levels of delinquent behavior, higher incidences of depressive symptoms, and decreased emotional bonding with caregivers. These behaviors are thought to be linked to a decrease in connectivity between different parts of the brain responsible for impulse control, reward, and regulation. So far, there are over 85 studies that link poor mental and emotional health to porn use. These effects range from brain fog and social anxiety to depression, negative body image, and flashbacks. Eating disorders on the rise in young people cause more deaths than any other mental illness. Porn has a big impact on idealized notions of body image. In a study of university-aged males, difficulties with social functioning increased as pornography consumption rose. This applied to psychosocial problems such as depression, anxiety, and reduced social functioning. You think that's bad? Wait till you hear this. According to cases reported to the National Human Trafficking Hotline in 2020, pornography moved to the #1 venue of where trafficking cases were reported within the United States. What is sex trafficking? Sex trafficking is the commercial sexual exploitation of an individual. According to the federal law, it's the recruitment, harboring, transportation, provision, obtaining, patronizing, or soliciting of a person for the purposes of a commercial sex act in which the commercial sex act is induced by force, fraud, or coercion, or in which the person induced to perform such an act has not attained 18 years of age. Of domestic minor trafficking victims who've been forced into porn production, the average age they began filming was 12.8 years old. These statistics are deeply disturbing and should raise alarm bells in your mind about questioning the ethics of consuming porn. The only way this changes is if people stop, re-examine reality, get educated about the harmful effects of porn, and make a change in their lives to exclude porn. By stopping the demand for porn, we are putting an end to something that harms consumers, negatively impacts relationships, and affects our society as a whole.